I never imagined my life would turn into this tangled web of sacrifice and betrayal. But here I am, looking back on it all from a place of hard-won peace. My name is Emily Hayes, and at 32, I'd pieced together what folks in Phoenix, Arizona, might call a solid existence. I worked as a graphic designer at Desert Creative Studios, a mid-tier agency downtown where the AC blasted against the relentless desert heat. The pay wasn't flashy, but it kept the bills paid and the truck running, reliable, just like me. It all started 3 years ago with a call that hit like a monsoon storm. Dad's voice, usually gruff from decades wrangling cattle on ranches out near Tucson, cracked with defeat.
Ink.
We need to talk. A bad fall from a horse had wrecked his back, landing him on disability. The checks barely covered basics like tortillas and beans.
Mom,
Who'd been waitressing at a roadside diner, got laid off when tourism dried up after a rough season. Their savings? Gone faster than rain in the Sonoran Desert. Just till we get back on our feet, Mom had begged when I offered to cover their rent on that dusty 2-bedroom trailer in Mesa. $800 a month vanished from my account like clockwork. I picked up side gigs, designing logos for local rodeo events, freelancing for tourism brochures, anything to keep them housed. Bonuses? Straight to them. Tax refunds?
ditto.
I told myself it was temporary. Families sticking together like saguaro cacti in a storm. But months blurred into years. My best friend, Rachel, buzzed about a dream job in Seattle, senior designer at a hip firm, double the salary, ocean views instead of endless red rocks. This could be your big break.
Ink.
But Dad's disability appeal got shot down, and Mom's anxiety kept her from job hunting. My little sister, Sophia, 28 and chasing her master's in journalism at Arizona State, chimed in during one of her sporadic visits. You can't bail now. They need you. I'm scraping by on my scholarship stipend. Sophia was the golden child, valedictorian. Full ride undergrad. Always off to conferences in LA or Denver. Posting pics of panel discussions and networking mixers.
Me?
I was the Rock State College. No debt thanks to waitressing shifts. Stuck local to keep an eye on things. While I juggled overtime, she built her resume. Our folks never spelled it out. But it was clear. Emily fixes problems, Sophia chases stars. So, I fixed it. Watched my savings plummet from 45 grand, earmarked for my own place, to peanuts. Told my boyfriend, Alex, a mechanic from Tempe, that cohabiting wasn't in the cards. Can't swing it with the folks leaning on me. He stuck around 6 more months before moving on to someone with less baggage. At work, I got passed over for lead designer because I skipped a Vegas conference, networking gold, since that rent money left no room for travel. You're our lifeline, honey, Mom would say, often tacking on requests for utilities or groceries.
Dad.
Pride battered worse than his spine. Mumbled thanks while avoiding my eyes. 3 years of being the safety net wore me down. But I clung to blood is thicker than water. Little did I know, they were weaving a different net altogether. The bombshell dropped on a scorching April Tuesday. Mom called in a panic. The landlord selling the trailer park. 60 days to vacate.
Eminencia.
We're sunk. Phoenix rents had skyrocketed. 2 bedrooms pushing $2 grand. No way they'd qualify with spotty records. Co-signing? That'd chain me to more payments I couldn't afford. I paced my tiny apartment that night, staring at listings. Then it hit. Why bleed rent when I could buy? Rates were decent. My steady job could snag a mortgage. FHA loans for low down payments. Perfect. My savings had clawed back to 15 grand.
Crunching numbers till dawn.
I saw it. Monthly payments around 1,400. Cheaper long-term than their rent. House hunting kicked off quietly. Lunch breaks scouting neighborhoods with cactus-lined streets. Evenings poring over Zillow. I picture their faces lighting up. No more eviction fears. Just stability under that big Arizona sky. Then I found it, 728 Cactus Ridge Lane, a 70s ranch-style home in Chandler, with a shaded porch, 3 bedrooms, and a backyard big enough for barbecues. Needed TLC, avocado green kitchen, shag carpet, but solid foundation. Inspection clean, seller. A retiring rancher. Took my under-asking offer. The mortgage gauntlet was brutal. Stacks of docs. Income proofs. Endless calls. Boss noticed my fog, but I powered through. Closing day in late May. Palms sweaty as I signed away 30 years. But it felt right, our haven. That evening, keys in hand, I surprised them. Dad lounged in his old recliner. Mom fiddled with a crossword. Got something for you. Tears flowed as I explained. Dad hauled himself up for a bear hug. You're a godsend.
Eminencia.
Sophia rolled in from ASU that weekend for the move, whooping through rooms. This is epic. My crash pad for visits. We settled in amid boxes and laughter. I took the smallest room, overlooking the yard. Sophia dubbed the spare hers. Folks got the master. That night on the porch, watching stars prick the desert night, pride swelled. We'll make it up to you, Mom whispered. Family first, I replied. If only I'd known family first meant something else entirely. 7 days. That's how long my bubble lasted before it burst like a mirage. It was Friday afternoon at the studio, munching a burrito and scrolling social media while my coworker, Mike, griped about traffic on the 101. Thumb flicking through Instagram, friends' hikes in Sedona. Food trucks. Quotes, then Facebook notifications. Sophia tagged me. The photo sucker punched me. Sophia posed outside 728 Cactus Ridge. Keys twinkling. Grin wide as the Grand Canyon. Caption. Home sweet home at 28. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for believing in my dreams. Blessed homeowner family love ASU grind future boss. Likes piled up. Congrats? Girl. Your parents rock. Jealous, still in my crappy dorm. My burrito turned to lead. Hands trembling. I called Sophia, voicemail. Mom picked up. Voice tight. Hey.
Sweetie.
Busy day. What's with Sophia's post? Claiming my house.
Pause. Oh. That.
We should chat. Come over after work. Over? To the house I'm mortgaging. My laugh cracked. Explain now. Let us talk in person.
Click.
I faked a migraine to my boss. Sped to Chandler. Dad's pickup and Sophia's Jeep sat in the drive.
Inside.
They perched like actors. Folks on the couch. Sophia in the armchair. Phone in lap. Before you blow up, Dad started. Rancher tone firm. This is for the family. What is? But dread pooled, I knew. Mom slid a folder forward. Deeds. Seals. We transferred the title to Sophia. All legal. Our attorney handled it.
When?
What attorney? Mr. Harlan. Wednesday. 2 days post-closing.
Planned.
The folder screamed preparation. You schemed this while I bought it? Sophia met my eyes. Defiant. It makes sense.
Eminencia.
For taxes, my loans, opportunities. Your Instagram glory? Not just that. Mom suggested announcing to solidify it. Stop. Why? Dad leaned in. You're set, job. Credit. Sophia needs assets for her future. Journalism's cutthroat. Home equity opens doors, loans. Investments. Had credit before 3 years of your rent drained me. Then, the down payment. Mom added. Legal all the way. Gift exemption for family. Eyes scanning docs. Eyes hit. Witness signature, my closing attorney. Mr.
Harlan.
You used my lawyer? He knows family law. Against me? That's conflict. He said it's clean. Post-closing gift. Gift I didn't consent to. Sophia flashed her phone. I'm stepping up, utilities in my name. With what? Your stipend. That's why I need this. At 28, I'm nothing. Eternal student. This proves I'm investable. Communications masters for business ventures? I have plans. Media startup post-grad. Then the kicker. Mortgage still mine. Title hers.
I'm liable.
But own nothing. It's strategic, Dad said. You can deduct interest. She builds equity. While I pay for her asset? Rage boiled. This is theft. Not theft, family planning. I stormed out. Hotel bound. Called Rachel. They stole my house. Her gasp. That's fraud territory. Get a lawyer. Sleepless. I researched Arizona law. Title transfer valid, but unreported gifts? IRS red flags. Student aid? Falsifying assets equals federal crime. Disability? Hiding property equals benefits fraud. By dawn. Plan formed. Not blind revenge, calculated. Legal reckoning. I'd report facts. Let system work. But humane twist. Give them an out first. Saturday. I texted. Meet tomorrow. Neutral ground. They agreed, coffee shop in Mesa. Sophia looked wrecked. Folks aged. Undo it, I said. Transfer back. Report properly. Can't, Dad admitted. Taxes due. Aid implications. Then face music. I'll report unless we fix this fair.
Sophia pleaded.
My career. You risk mine. We parted tense. Monday. No change. I filed IRS Form 3949, anonymously. Unreported gift over $15,000 threshold. Noted deed. Sophia's post as proof. Then Department of Education fraud tip. Asset concealment on aid forms. Arizona State Financial Aid Office. Concerned about grad student hiding property. Each step. Evidence attached. Deeds.
Mortgage. Mine.
Posts celebrating her home. Dominoes lined up. I'd watch them fall. But with a safety net, my terms for mercy. The fallout hit like a hubbub dust storm, fast and choking. By Wednesday, Sophia blew up my phone. 12 missed calls. Texts frantic. ASU froze my stipend. Investigating unreported assets. Did you? I replied. What happened? They're citing my post as evidence. If you reported, please stop. I screenshotted. Added to my file. No response. Thursday. Mom called. Sophia got IRS notice. Gift tax query. Honey, did you file something? Innocently, what?
No.
But if it's unreported, that's automatic. They're talking penalties, thousands. Dad next. Social Security reviewing my disability. House transfer flags as asset hiding. Could lose everything.
Eminencia.
Should have considered that before using me. By Friday, Arizona Tax Board pinged them. State gift rules violated. Property reassessment notice. Taxes jumping $2,800 due to sale value. Not gift. Sophia showed at my hotel Saturday.
I spoof.
My advisor says suspension looms.
No stipend.
No thesis defense. 3 years wasted. 3 years? That's how long I carried you all. This ruins me. Jobs withdrawn. Blacklisted. Actions echo. She slumped. We'll reverse it. Somehow. Too late, Lean's attaching. Sunday. Folks begged via text. Meet again. Compromise. Park bench in Chandler. Sunset painting the sky orange. Dad. We messed up. Thought it helped Sophia launch. Mom. We didn't see the hurt. Sophia. I was selfish. Pressured by dreams. I laid cards. I reported facts. Investigations rolling. But I'll help retract if you confess. Transfer back. Cover my losses.
They balked, pride.
Can't admit fraud. Then write it out. Monday. ASU suspended Sophia's aid fully. IRS demanded $38,000 in taxes / penalties on $280,000 gift. Dad's benefits paused. Investigation into concealment.
Tuesday.
Mortgage company noticed missed payment. I stopped post-betrayal. Notice to owner Sophia. Pay or foreclose. They cracked Wednesday. Lawyer call. There's not Harlan under ethics probe for conflict. Clients want settlement. My new attorney. MS. Vargas. They offer title back. You drop complaints. Not enough. Repay down payment. 3 years rent equivalent. Therapy costs. And family counseling. Negotiations dragged. Meanwhile, liens piled. IRS on house for unpaid gift tax. County for reassessed property.
Foreclosure loomed.
Sophia lost her internship. Background check flagged probe. She waitressed at mom's old diner. Irony thick. Dad took a desk job at a feed store. Back aching. Mom clerked at a gas station. By month 2, house untouchable, legal mess. They rented a cramped apartment in Mesa. Echoes of before. I moved temporarily to Rachel's in Scottsdale. Job intact but strained. Month 3. IRS audit hit full. Education department. Charge Sophia with aid fraud. Repay $52,000 loans. Breaking point. Family meeting at neutral therapist's office. Tears flowed. Dad, we favored Sophia's potential over your present. Wrong. Mom. Fear drove us. Aging. Broke. Sophia. Jealous of your stability. I grabbed what wasn't mine. I shared hurt. Felt disposable. Therapist guided. Apologies. Boundaries. They agreed. Sell house if possible. Split proceeds to repay me. Sophia enters plea deal. Community service. Repayment plan. Dad discloses to SS. Benefits adjusted. Not revoked. I withdrew tips where possible. Citing resolution. House sold at loss to investor. $265K after liens. My cut. Down payment plus interest. We rebuilt slowly. Counseling sessions raw but healing. Rebuilding wasn't a Hallmark movie, messy. With setbacks like dust devils in the desert. Month 4 post-betrayal. We sat in DR. Ellis's office in Phoenix. Air thick with unspoken grudges. Dad admitted first. I pushed the transfer 'cause I saw Sophia as our ticket out. Fancy job. Supporting us later.
You ain't
always the steady ship. Didn't value it enough. Mom nodded. Tears streaking. Guilt ate me alive watching you sign those papers. But fear of homelessness blinded us. Sophia. Voice small. I envied your independence. Posing with those keys felt like claiming success I hadn't earned. I'm sorry for the pain. My turn. It shattered trust. Felt like years of love thrown away. But I reported to force truth. Not destroy.
DR.
Ellis probed motives. What lesson here? Respect boundaries, I said. Sacrifice can't be one way. Sessions peeled layers, childhood roles. Favoritism. Sophia confessed resenting my easy path. I admitted jealousy of her freedom. Legally. MS. Vargas navigated. Sophia's plea. Probation. 200 hours community service at a fraud prevention nonprofit. Structured repayment. No prison. Judge saw family dysfunction. Not malice. Dad's SS review. Assets disclosed retroactively. Benefits reduced 20%. But continued. He grumbled but accepted. Fair's fair. IRS settled for $22,000 penalties. Sophia paid via loans. Folks chipped in from saving scraps. House auction. After liens. Net $45,000. Split. Me $30,000 down payment recoup. Them $15,000 for relocation. I used mine for therapy. Truck repairs. Seattle job apps. Stayed at Desert Creative. But with boundaries, no more financial bailouts. Month 5. Sophia crashed with aunt in Tucson. Finished degree online. ASU reinstated conditionally. Landed freelance gigs. Honest hustle. Folks downsized to a senior community trailer, affordable on adjusted income. Dad volunteered at a ranch therapy program. Mom joined a support group. We tried family dinners, awkward at first. Over enchiladas. Dad shared old ranch stories. Sophia pitched article ideas. Laughter crept in. I dated casually a hiker named Tyler. Met on a camelback trail. No rush, healing first. By month 6, trust flickered. Sophia called. Got a staff writer job at a Phoenix mag. Entry level. But mine. Proud, I said, meaning it. Mom sent care packages, homemade salsa. Notes. Learning to stand on our own. Thanks for the wake-up. Dad, you're tougher than any Bronco I rode. We see that now. I reflected nights on my balcony. Stars vast, betrayal stung, but exposed cracks. Reporting wasn't vengeance, it was the push for accountability. Humane?
Yes.
Because I offered outs. Chose reconciliation over ruin. Lesson light but profound. Family thrives on mutual respect, not blind loyalty. Communicate needs, value each path. Seattle offer came, accepted. Packing. I visited folks. Hugs tighter. Word sincere. Visit soon, Mom said. Will do. Family first, right way. Driving north. Arizona fading. Hope bloomed like desert flowers after rain. Settling in Seattle was like trading dust for drizzle, fresh start. Misty mornings matching my reflective mood. The new gig at Pacific Design Collective paid handsomely, with views of Puget Sound that washed away old resentments. But the real change was internal. Boundaries firm. Self-worth reclaimed. Back in Arizona.
The family evolved.
Sophia thrived at her magazine job, covering local stories with grit earned from fallout. She volunteered extra hours, turning service into passion, mentoring at-risk youth on financial literacy. Your push saved me from shortcuts, she admitted during a video call. We laughed about old rivalries, bonding over shared ambitions. Dad adapted to reduced benefits, finding purpose in ranch therapy, helping vets with horses. His back managed with PT. Pain's there,
but so's the drive, he'd say.
Mom blossomed in her group, landing a part-time gig at a community center, organizing events. Independence feels good, she texted. Holidays tested us. Thanksgiving in Chandler, no drama. Just gratitude. Over turkey and green chili casserole. We toasted lessons. To respecting each other's sacrifices, I proposed. Clinks echoed agreement. Legally. Loose ends tied. Harlan faced bar review. Conflict confirmed. License suspended. I sued for malpractice. Settling for fees covered. Mortgage dinged my credit briefly. but rebuilt fast with on-time payments on a new condo loan. Tyler's hikes became dates, evolving to something steady. He knew the story, not details, but essence. "You're resilient," he'd say. First family meet. Tense, but they welcomed him, seeing my happiness. A year out, Sophia published an article, Family Fraud, a personal cautionary tale, anonymized, but raw, admitting greed, praising accountability's role in redemption. It went viral locally, sparking discussions on elder care and sibling equity. Folks read it. Proud tears. She turned poison to medicine. I visited often, balancing coasts. One trip, stargazing on their porch. Regret the hurt? Dad asked. Yes, but not the growth. We communicate now, no assumptions. Mom. Lesson, love means lifting, not leaning unfairly. Sophia. And owning mistakes rebuilds stronger. Light lesson. Indeed, betrayal can forge deeper bonds if met with truth and grace. Not revenge, but restoration. Now 34. Life's fuller, career soaring, love blooming, family mended. The house on Cactus Ridge? Flipped. Now a young family's starter home. Posted online. Our forever place. I smiled. Cycles continue. But ours broke the bad one. If anything, it taught. Speak up. Forgive wisely. Value self. Family's not obligation, it's choice. Renewed daily. And in that choice, we found home again.